Hi, I'm Debbie Gonin-Brunn from Team Gonin at RE/MAX About Town. Thanks for tuning in to the Suburban Toronto Real Estate Sales Report. At Team Gonin, we specialize in residential real estate in the Oakville, Milton, and Burlington areas. So the results I'm going to review are for these three areas, and I will discuss them for the month of June 2010. Just to remind you that I use information from two sources, the Oakville, Milton and District Real Estate Board, OMDREB, and the Realtors Association of Hamilton Burlington when compiling my statistics. The following are the June highlights. We are definitely in a summer slowdown with all three towns or cities showing a decrease in sales, not only year over year but also down when compared to last month. There were 800 total sales reported on OMDREB for the month of June, which is down 27% from June 2009, but it's also down 12.8% since May. There were 1,359 total sales reported on the Hamilton board, which is down 15.1% when compared to June 2009, but that too is also down 6% from last month. Listing inventory continues to increase, with 893 new residential listings appearing on the market for sale in June on the Oakville and Milton Real Estate Board, and 1,881 new listings appearing on the Hamilton Board this month. Although listing inventories has increased and sales have decreased, average and median sale prices are still inching upwards in Oakville. Residential average and median sale prices in both Milton and Burlington are up year over year, but are down slightly when compared to last month. With lots of homes on the market now, buyers definitely have plenty to choose from and can take their time selecting the appropriate house. I've included charts to compare results from each town and city, and again, just a reminder that I'm not only comparing this year's results to last year, but I'm also reviewing those back to 2008. In the chart, you'll notice that the ivory color are sales in Oakville for 2008, the purple those in 2009, and the blue are for this year. Once again, June sales are very similar to those that occurred in 2008, with an initial increase in sales volume in the early part of the year, then a decrease in the number of sales starting in May, and then now again in June. This is very typical of a summer slowdown. For June, the results show that residential sales are actually down 25% from last year, but keep in mind that the market only really started as of May last year. So May and June and July were very, very hot months. As well, the average price in Oakville for June was $616,907, which is an increase of 21% year over year. But what's very interesting, it's the only one of the three areas that has shown a 6.9% increase over last month, and we'll review those other cities in following charts. I also like to look at the median price because to me that's a truer indicator of price. The median is a number that sits right in the middle of all sales, so it really isn't skewed by one or two really high or low sales. The median price for Oakville for the month of June was almost $500,000 at $495,000, up 14% from June 2009 and almost identical to May of this year. The number of residential sales in Milton for the month of June was down 19% from June 2009, but almost even with the number sold in 2008. We're starting to see a slight reduction in sale price in the Milton area, with the average sale price in June at $397,199. Now this is up 12% over June 2009, but it is slightly down, in fact 2% down from May of this year. $365,500 was the median price in Milton for the month of June, and again this is up 11% year over year, but also down 1.7% since last month. As I predicted last month, the Burlington market has started to slow down in June, with only 309 residential sales taking place, which is just over 25% lower than June of last year. Now, the average sale price in Burlington for June was $384,000, and this is up 2.6% from June of 2009, but down just under 1% from May of this year. The June median price in Burlington was $354,626, and again, this is up 6.1% from June 2009, but also down 1.5% from last month. So what conclusions can we draw from these results? Well, as I predicted last month, Burlington sales have finally started to slow down, just like those in the Oakville and Milton areas. In fact, in all three areas, the residential real estate market has changed, and we are definitely seeing a summer slowdown. Now, whereas in the previous parts of this year, the real estate market was definitely a seller's market, and due to the lack of inventory, homes were selling, often with multiple offers for substantially more money than asking price. We now have many more homes on the market, and prices are starting to stabilize in at least the Milton and the Burlington areas as we head towards a balanced market. Now, this is great news for buyers, as there are far more houses available to choose from, and you can actually take your time now to choose something. I believe buyers will be at a slight advantage for the next 2 to 3 months, because some of the homes currently on the market for sale are by sellers that have already purchased something else. And as time comes to close on their new homes, if the sellers haven't sold their existing homes, then buyers may be able to buy these homes at slightly lower prices. Now, obviously this is just a very short-term advantage, and I don't see it lasting more than probably 2-3 months max. In fact, we've already started to see that sellers, if they're interested in buying something else, are actually listing their homes prior to buying something, just so that they don't find themselves in the situation of owning 2 homes. What to do next? Well, if you're a buyer that is looking to buy a home within the next few months, I would recommend that you attend a free home buyer workshop. It is absolutely critical that you understand where the market is heading, but also at this workshop you will learn all about the entire buying process. We will discuss all the details from start to finish, and we will have presentations from all sorts of people involved in the process. The Home Buyer Workshop information can be found under the Buyers tab at the top of this website. If your plans involve buying a home in the future, let's say within the next 6 to 12 months, then I would recommend that you start to get home lists sent to you free by email. This way you can learn and watch to see for yourself what the real estate market is doing. Again, you can go under the Buyers tab on this blog site, and you can select which home list you would like to receive. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in to the Suburban Toronto Real Estate Sales Report for the Oakville, Milton, and Burlington areas. My name is Debbie Gonin-Braun from Team Gonin at RE/MAX About Town. Have a wonderful day.